Hellspawn here, YouTube, with another birthday countdown review. This is number 2, and it's the Sideshow Collectibles Disney Maleficent premium format figure. This was actually purchased for my wife as a Christmas present, but we kind of, she has her collections, I have mine. And then we have certain pieces that kind of bridge the gap between the two collections that we both enjoy. And I personally think that this figure is freaking amazing. Definitely a cool, really well done Disney character. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you look at this thing, and I mean every little aspect of Maleficent's character is captured. I mean, from the cut and sew on the cape and the dress, the different fabrics and how they hang, and I mean, and when you look at her, it still looks like a cartoon. This doesn't look like a real life version of Maleficent. I mean, it looks like an animated, like pulled off the screen character. So. Just totally awesome. Some of the things that really stand out, since you don't see much of her body, obviously, is the cut and sew. You've got the, how the cape hangs, and how it models after the dragon's look. You got the raven on top of the staff here, which is really cool. And then you've got the head. The head is just the most amazing thing off this entire statue. I'll go ahead and bring this a little bit closer so you guys can take a better look at it. We'll have to make sure that the camera zooms here. There we go. But that is the head. I mean, it just spot on, accurate rendition of Maleficent. And if you look real close, you can see the purple stripes all perfectly done. I mean, it is just absolutely an amazing job at making this character look 100% the way that she should. And it's a big statue. I mean, if you look at this thing, I mean, like I said, everybody knows I'm a big guy, so all those comments of people out there, fat, lose some weight, screw you. Anyhow, it is definitely a big statue. I'd say it stands probably about closer to 22 inches tall, I believe. We got that ruler right here. On the base, 18 inches just goes up to her arm. So yeah, I'd say she's about 22 inches. If you take the base away, top of her head, like right to the very front of her forehead, is about 18 inches. So I'd say the actual figure itself is probably about 19 inches tall. The paint, amazing. The sculpt, fantastic. It's definitely one of Sideshow's better statues when it comes to the Disney line. The only thing that and this is something that I've had a couple issues, in the past with Sideshow, is the cut and sew is always really nice. The only thing is that a lot of this stuff, it's just a rough edge, so it just kind of looks a little cheap, like somebody just took a piece of fabric, which is probably exactly what happened, and just kind of cut the edges, Maybe putting some kind of lining to this. I know it has this internal part that's like stitched to it. You can see how the different colors work and how this kind of hangs from the back cloak. But I don't know. I've seen it before where it's like, it's one color on one side, and then the other side is actually, there's another layer stitched on to make it look thicker, make it look better quality, and it also helps finish off the edges and stuff like that. It's a very minute complaint, because the figure still looks great even without all of that going on. It's definitely cool. If you're a fan of Disney movies, if you're a fan of Disney villains, this is definitely something you want to pick up. The Captain Hook looks incredible. I really want to get that as well. But yeah, so definitely a cool figure. Definitely pick it up. I got this for a really good deal on Big Bad Toy Store. I got it for a little less than $200 on clearance for her Christmas present. So just blown away by this thing. I definitely like it better in person than I did in online looking at pictures. Give you guys a couple up close and personals with this thing really quick before we sign off, just to give you an idea. There's the base for you. It's got all the little thorns and stuff like that. Really cool. They didn't do too much detail underneath the dress, but you can see they kind of like styled some boots in there, which are pretty cool. You really don't see the feet anyways with the way that the cloak hangs, so that's not really a big deal. You can see the detail there on the raven. Very nice. Hand and jewelry, all the cut and sew. And how the cape kind of just like hangs behind her. It has these two tones, and like I said, when I lifted up the cape, you can see it's kind of stitched right there, but it's just kind of stitched to the black. It's not like a separate layer. It's just an extra color that's stitched in to add that two-tone look. There's the head right there again, actually on the figure. The collar. And then it ends with the other hand. So, like I said, this is definitely a cut and sew piece. I mean, if you look like up underneath here, you can see it kind of just ends. It's got the underrobes right there, but other than that, it's just a hand. So I mean, other than the hands, the staff, the bird, and the head, there really is nothing else much to this figure sculpt wise. It's all cut and sew from there. But yeah, definitely a really cool figure. I know she was very happy with it. I know I ended up being very happy with it. Let's get out of the glare here. And yeah, if you're a Disney fan, or if you're just a Villains fan, definitely pick her up. Go ahead and put you back on your stand here, guys. And yeah, so that is that's the Sideshow Collectibles Maleficent premium format figure, and it's review number 2 on March 2nd in my 9-video birthday countdown. Pick one up. You could probably find them for a good deal, and tune in tomorrow for review number 3. Let's see what review number 3 is. Yeah, it'll be a good one. Definitely going back into the sci-fi range there for you sci-fi fans out there. But anyhow, this is number 2. It'll be posted up very soon. You'll be watching it in no time. And I'll come to you tomorrow with number 3. And then, let's see, the weekend. Number 3 and then number 4. Okay, cool. Yeah, lots of good stuff coming up for you guys. Next week's going to be a little crazy. I work a couple double shifts. So these are going to have to be done really early in the morning, so I do apologize if I look like death warmed up. But anyhow, yeah, there's Maleficent. She's number 2, and I'm out.